Hello there, friends. How you doing? My name is Douglas Ford, and I'm shooting this real quick show and tell demonstration right here from my home office here in Houston, Texas. We have a mutual friend by the name of Tammy Griffin, and I asked Tammy, just give me a couple of names of folks that maybe run nonprofits or have a business, or maybe even are pastor or decision makers inside of a church, doing any type of church vision, any means where people are looking for funding, because we have a platform here that allows us to receive and raise any amount of funding through the instant payout of this company and this platform. And I'm not going to get into a long presentation, if you would. It's not going to be a formal presentation. I really want you to see the fundamental makeup and just literally not only do one or two entities receive funding, but folks, we all will receive funding the way the dynamics of this platform work. So I'm going to jump right into it. I'm going to share my screen here. Okay, share my screen here real quick. A couple of things I want to just point out. So just give you a visual. So where in most cases, when entities are receiving funding, okay, all the funding is going to just one particular entity, okay? But in this platform, folks, we all are receiving funding over and over and over again, even able to scale it. And all everyone is doing is two simple steps. So in a nutshell, we're coming together cooperatively, because that's what it's called. It's called co-op crowdfunding, to where it's the first ever cooperative crowdfunding, to where not only does one or a few receive funding, but everyone receives whatever amount of money that they want to receive or raise towards whatever their funding desires or goals are, even with the ability that it scales, because it's a chain reaction of people just doing two simple steps, one time only, and we're all able to receive any amount of funding that we want, okay? So as you see, it's not only just one person that's receiving funding, but everyone receives funding as everyone participates, okay? And so let me just read a little bit about it. So this is the only slide I'm going to read. Co-op Crowd is the world's first cooperative crowdfunding system and the first system to turn your giving into your receiving. We split each donation to help multiple causes instead of just one. Co-op Crowd provides you with a universal cooperative income, which consists of earned, passive, and portfolio income. So let me go here because I've already started with an account. Let me minimize my video here. Take me out of the screen. There we go. So one name she gave me was Miss Tonya Kelly. And from what I understand, Tonya Kelly has a nonprofit for bullying, which is awesome. Teacher, you just got awarded the Change Maker Award. And I'm learning that you're a sports fanatic. So I'm hoping you're a Cowboys fan. See, I probably shouldn't have said that because you probably shut down the video. I don't want to watch this. I don't want to hear from no Cowboys fan. But hey, try not to judge me for that. I was a victim of one TV in the house. So I had to watch whatever the grandparents watched. So it was out of my control. But anyway, so you get this website. Okay, everyone gets this replicated website. Very professional, very eye-catching. Really gives a powerful impact in terms of the colors and the information. There's even a real quick 2-minute video here that just briefly goes into a little overview. I'll just play it here for a second.
We use Co-op Crowd because we help each other. That's what we do. We fund one another.
We each raise funds for something bigger.
Each time we raise funds for equality.
Okay, so I'm not going to play the whole thing because I got a few things I want to cover, because there's some other individuals. There's Derek Payne, and there's Miss Melinda Payne, his wife, and also Cite Douglas. So I want to get to everyone and really show you literally how everyone continuously receives money for whatever their reason is. It could be personal, it could be business, it could be charitable, it could be for a nonprofit. As I mean, it could be for a church, it could be for a foundation, not just for projects that we have now or needs and wants and desires that we have now, but also it scales for projects that we may have coming down the line, or for reasons that we want to have more funding down the line, okay? So let me say this is not network marketing, okay? This is not MLM or anything like that, because why people hate network marketing, okay? And let me tell you why. Because in most cases, it's only the people at the top that really have the results. I'm talking about the big residual results, to where the dynamics of it don't cater to the masses. This is the first project, folks, that I've ever been a part of, ever. And I've been, I cut my teeth in the network marketing industry, spent 16 years in that industry, okay? Made millions of dollars in that industry. But this platform, okay, when I saw it, okay, and I really started to peel back the onion and saw this, we're literally becoming the financial rails where we are owning the track versus betting on the horses. And there's no product that we have to sell. It's just we're coming together out of strategy and all doing a little, and so that we're all receiving a lot over and over and over again. You're gonna see. So it takes a snowball effect, but what I love about it, it works, folks, 100% of the time, with everyone just doing 2 simple steps one time, okay? So let me go ahead and log into here, and let me let you see the money, because I like showing people the money. Okay, I didn't log me in, I don't know. But nonetheless, I'll just, mountains, okay. So let's have to do security here real quick. No, don't need that one. There we go. So Miss Tonya Kelly, I'm logging into you, and right now your account is at 0, okay? So you're 0 in the co-op 25, where the multiplication is 25, and you have the co-op 250, where the multiplication is 250, okay? But let me bring this up here, because I want you to see, guys, the roadmaps here real quick. Okay, we got that one, all right? And I want to bring up the other one, the co-op 250. No, that's not the right one. So I keep hitting the wrong one. There we go. And that's the 250, right? Boom. We put these guys side by side. So do you see these amounts right here? These amounts are going to everyone directly deposited into our accounts, where it's instant withdrawable income. Let me repeat that again, okay? We're not on any rotation. This is not like a blessing circle. This is not like a cash gifting. This is not some type of loom or anything like that, okay? We are an actual crowd fund. It's just we're doing it differently. We call it crowdfunding 2.0, okay? Because in the traditional sense, okay, when I go back to this slide here, when I'm at this slide here, okay, you know, in the traditional sense, like if somebody did a GoFundMe, or somebody did a traditional fundraising campaign or anything like that, all funding would typically go to just the one entity, right? Where no one else benefits off of that, you know, off that fundraiser, okay? But here, folks, the donations are split up, and now everyone is receiving donations over and over and over again, as opposed to just one benefiting. Now, the significance of that, let's look at JJ Watt here in Houston. He did a fundraiser back in 2017 from a company called Fundly, okay? He used a strategy utilizing his platform, his fame, you know, him being an NFL football player for the Houston Texans at the time. They raised over $41 million, okay? Now, there's millions of other people that have probably used that fundraising platform, much like GoFundMe. GoFundMe had like 50 million people that did a GoFundMe. I've never done one personally. But here's the deal, okay? What if that $41 million that JJ Watt raised went to everybody's campaign, including mine and including yours? And not it just all go to one, okay? But see, most people, when they do a fundraising campaign or any means of trying to raise money or receive money, okay, many people don't know a whole lot of people with money to be able to give to their campaign. And so therefore, that's why 80% of people don't hit their funding goals. 65 to 70% never even cross over 25% or whatever the goal is, okay? These are not Douglas Ford statistics. These are just the actual statistics in terms of people looking for the funding that they need or desire for whatever their campaign is, okay? So let me close these guys down and get back to this screen. So this is what I call the roadmap. These are the roadmap. And so you can see it starts off at $26, then 38, then 87, then 249, then 538, et cetera, down to where you are receiving $175,000 every 28 days. This is for everyone, not just one, not just a few, everybody. Let's go over here on the 250. So at the 250, you'll start to receive 260, 380, 870, 2490, 5380, et cetera, all the way down to where you're receiving over $10 million every 28 days with mathematical certainty. Okay. I'll get into all that a little bit later, but I want to show you literally how it's already baked and programmed into the system. So I'm going to close this down here. Now, remember that thing said $26, right? So the only thing anyone ever has to do is you're going to buy 3 $25 tokens. And you're going to give 3 friends each 1 token. Let me say that again. The only thing that you ever have to do one time. See, our strategy is that we give and we're also receiving every time, all the time. And all we ever have to do is a one-time participation. So this is not something that you have to do again next week. This is not something that you have to do again next month. This is not something that you ever have to do again, ever. One single time. Hence why this thing duplicates like that. Because you know in network marketing, or you know in, I mean, just anybody doing just a traditional fundraiser, having an event, or holding some type of, big rally where you're inviting people to a park or to some type of, event that you're putting on to raise funds, okay? Well, that's a one-time thing, right? That's a one-time thing. And so then you end up having to do it over again and do it over again. Well, what if through people doing 2 simple steps, one time ever, everyone can receive and have, through the chain reaction of everybody just doing that, you can be up over $972,000 every 28 days. Not you, but the people you gave a token to. Not just them, but the people they gave a token to. Not just them, but the people that they gave a token to. And every time that happens, the chain reaction happens, money continues to come to you, and you again only did that one-time participation one single time ever, okay? So this is a demonstration account, and even though it's a demonstration account, it literally works just like a live account. Me and Tammy actually have a video. You can go to Tammy, she can actually show it to you. We actually did a video where we were in her live account, and she had her 3 tokens, and she was giving her tokens, assigning them to her 3 people. And I wanted you to see how immediately, how instantly withdrawable money got into her account. I'm about to show you now, because we all know seeing is believing. So I'm gonna go down here. So we're in Tonya Kelly's account, and I know Tonya has a nonprofit. So I'm gonna do nonprofit here, and I know it's for bullying. Okay, so I'm gonna do bullying. I'm just gonna create an email. I'm just doing random information just for demonstration purposes. I know this is not our actual email, so nonprofit bullying, and we're gonna do @copcf.net. Okay, so I'm gonna copy that because I'm gonna use this again here. Okay, so I'm here copy. Now remember, this is right here as I'm putting these 3 names in. This is all we have to do. We put these 3 names in, and we're gonna assign them a token. But since it's just demonstration purposes, that's the only part I'm not doing it is assigning the token. But I'm gonna walk you through how we go about getting the token. And then once you give it to your persons, boom, money instantly comes into your account, which I'm about to show you here. So let's just add in Tom Riggs. I'm just creating names here just to fill in the spots. Riggs 333 @copcf.net. And do one more here. Let's do Rose Alice copcf.net. Now, this is as if Tonya, as you can see, it's 0 here and 0 there, okay? Tonya Kelly, right? So we got our nonprofit bullying, we got the Tom Riggs, and we got Rose Alice. And the moment you hit, and so the moment you assign them a token, okay? I want you to see how fast, okay? Withdrawable money is in your account, Tonya, where you can withdraw this, albeit in your active account, okay? And you're in the 250 and the 25. Do you see how fast money was received, okay? Instantly, okay? That's what I love about it. I love that because this takes away any thought of it being a scam, okay? It does, because literally as you gave that token, money came to you instantly, okay? And you gave away 3 tokens. That's why I told it to 26.25. Just like when we went back here, right? What does that say? $26. You see that, right? $26. This is the blueprint. This is the roadmap. Okay. Now, Tonya, guess what? You do nothing else. Tonya, you do nothing else. And with the chain reaction, the duplication of those people that you just gave a token to, all they have to do is that same exact thing. What? Just 3 tokens and give 3 friends each 1 token. That's it. That's all anybody ever has to do. And the math continues, and we continue to receive this withdrawable income over and over and over again. But you see why it scales? Why does it scale? Because it's always multiplying by 3, because everyone's doing the 3 tokens and then giving 3 friends each 1 token. So how you went from 3, then it went to 12. Now, once those 3 do it, guess what? They do nothing else. Then the 12, once they do it, okay, they do nothing else. And you're being bumped each time down the road. And all you've ever done was gotten your 26, and then your 3 friends have gotten their 26. It moved you to 38, okay? Then when their friends did it, it moved them to 38, it moves you to 97, and then 249. Now, I don't want this to sound like that these people had to do all of theirs first before you receive this money. No, you're receiving this money as every time a token is assigned to a person. And I'm going to show you that exactly what I'm talking about. So let me close this down. Now, remember, you're at 26.25 here. You're at 262 here in the 250. You see why you like the 250? Why? Because the numbers multiply even bigger and faster. You get a bigger bang for your buck. Now, a lot of us start in both cooperatives, but you cannot start in the 250 without being in the 25. So you can start in the 25 and use your gains that upgrade you into the 250, and you're still receiving from the co-op 25 with the chain reaction that's still happening there. And now with the 250, the chain reaction, of course, is going to scale your numbers even higher. Why? Because it's multiplying by 250. So let me close out. Let me log out as you, and I'm going to log into one of your folks that you gave a token to, Tonya. So let me log in, and we're going to go to the nonprofit bullying, right? And we'll put the password in. Now, literally, just putting their name into the system, it created them this whole entire account. See, the nonprofit bullying is up there. Everyone receives a donor key, okay? And look, the nonprofit bullying is at 0. So all we're gonna do is do what? Buy the 3 tokens, and then you're gonna give the 3 tokens, 1 token each. It could be to another nonprofit. It could be to somebody running a small business. It could be what, guys, we can bring anything under this entity. This is what I love. So it's not if a person likes Forex, or if a person likes tea, or if a person likes coffee, or if a person, wants to do crypto trading. No, because we're not crypto trading, okay? We are the world's first cooperative crowdfund system to where now everyone will receive the funding that they want just through the chain reaction of everyone doing 2 steps. The 2 steps I just showed you that Tonya did. So what is all the nonprofit bullying gonna do? 3 people. So let's do Derek Payne. We'll do Derek Payne. Okay, any? Derek. I understand Derek runs a graphic design company. We could bring his graphic design company in here, okay? His wife, Melinda, she owns a events planner business. We could bring the events planner business in here, and we can bring Melinda in here as well, okay? And Cite Douglas, okay? I love your last name, nonprofit for children with cancer. We can bring that foundation in here. And if you have multiple chains, we can bring those chains up over here and we can structure it out. And now every chain, everyone's nonprofit receives funding, folks. Not just one, not just a few, all of us. And it scales. Now, so let's go Derek Payne. Let's do this, that. What we have, copcf.net. Okay, now, I want you guys to see that you don't have to have all 3. We're just gonna do Derek Payne. So this is as if the nonprofit bullying gave Derek Payne a token. I'm gonna add him in. Remember, that's gonna create his whole entire account. He just received his wallet where all his donations are gonna come, where all his withdrawable income is gonna come, that he has access to. If he just went down to Co-op Wallet, he can withdraw his funds. Your funds are available immediately. You can withdraw them with at least $50 or more inside of your account. So if it doesn't have $50 in there just yet, as you know, because obviously if you receive $8.75, okay, but I want you to see that. See, $8.75 immediately comes to this nonprofit. And if you're in the 250, $87.50 instantly came into your wallet. So add these 2 numbers up, okay? That's more than 50 bucks. You can withdraw every cent of this money right now, albeit, you know, in a active account. Not, of course, this is not real money, but I just want you to see in a demonstration account, an active account works just the same, except this is not volume, folks. This is not volume. These are not points. This is literal money, literally. Okay, so you see it's $8.75. Now remember when we were in Tonya's, she was at what? She was at $26.25, and she was at $262.50. Do you remember that? Now let me log out. Let's see where she is. Now remember, she just did her 3. She was done. She did her 3 tokens. Okay, if she came into 250, 3 of her, her 3 friends came in at 252. Done. Let me log in back in as Tonya. There it is, Tonya Kelly. Okay, log in. Traffic light. Okay, wants me to do all the security stuff today. That's not going to be good. Traffic light, 1, 2, 3. That should be good. There we go. Let me sign in. Miss Kelly, do you see where your money has gone up to? Hands off. You did your 2 steps. Now, the nonprofit. Now, again, I'm not even going through all the people, okay? Right now, I'm just using the nonprofit bullying. But here's Rose Alice. She's going to do what? The same thing. What is Tom Riggs going to do? The same thing. How many times do they have to do the 2 steps? 1 single time ever. So it's actually going to have you receiving more money, okay, than that. But you see, it's already integrated in the system to function this way. I love that because I've seen, at least I've heard of people in these other things like cash gifting and blessing circles to where those are all man-governed. And so you have people figuring out whose turn is it to receive money, whose PayPal needs to get this kind of money. This here, folks, it's automation. The technology, the artificial intelligence is doing everything. It's keeping track of the people in our organization, okay? And again, all we have to do when we're assigning a token, let me show you this. So let's take this nonprofit bullying. So if I do a right click here and do copy, and I go to co-op tokens, this is where you would go and then buy the tokens, okay? You would buy your tokens. You do the 84 days. This is the 3 tokens. We have other options here that you can do. Yes, people can come in and do bigger numbers. 1,680, which is gonna, multiply your money even higher. Okay, but the best option is the one I told you guys about, which is the co-op combo, which has you participating in both cooperatives out of the gate. But most people start with the co-op 25, they use those gains and it upgrades them to the 250 side. So now, even though they work independently, you're receiving donations simultaneously from both cooperatives. Now, what you would then do is just go to assign the token. So remember, I copied that donor key, I pasted it right there. I then choose a token. Of course, there's no tokens in this account, but see how the name populated based on the donor key. Already in the system, guys, very robust, very easy. And then you just do 1 token. The moment you hit assign, ladies and gentlemen, money, withdrawable money goes directly into your account. When your 3 do it, the moment they assign a token, money comes to them, money comes to you every single time. When their friends do it, money will come to their friends immediately. Money will come to the people you gave a token to. Money will then come to you. Again, you and your friends, and now your friends' friends. Once you have done the 3 tokens, you don't have to do nothing else, and money will still come to your account. Let me go back into Derek. Okay. I know I saved it. No, I need to go back into nonprofit bullying. That's what. That's where I left off at. Nonprofit bullying. Okay, let me copy. We log out. Again to nonprofit bullying. Now what we're gonna do, nonprofit bullying has already given out a token. Remember, it's given out a total of 3, so it needs to give out 2 more. So we'll just do 2 names here. I'll do Russ Wilkes, Russ, come on, SS Wilkes, 3 at coopcf.net. And let's do Pam Jones, coopcf.net. Remember, nonprofit bullying is at 875. Actually, well, I'll just keep that for right now since I already have it there. Okay. As soon as you add this, folks, as soon as you give them a token, as soon as you assign it to them, folks, money. You see that same 2625. So remember how I said that same 41 million that JJ Watt raised? Okay. You're seeing both of these accounts started with 26, just like the blueprint that I brought up showed us. Okay. Just like the blueprint I showed up. So let's log out as nonprofit bullying. I'm gonna log in as Tonya. One more again. It's Tonya. Kelly. So you see now, folks, what is this doing? Do you see the payoff here? No longer do we have to do all these different, marketing things that are out there. I know they're effective, but are they effective to everyone? And can anyone and everyone afford them or do them? Are the dynamics too time consuming? Here, okay, we're not worried about having to learn a product. We're not worried about how to learn a skill. We're not worried about getting our, nonprofit in front of, a gazillion eyeballs. And whether if you have a good network or a affluent network of people with monies to be able to support and get the goals that you want to get to. Now, out of simple strategy of us coming together, everyone just doing 2 simple steps, that's the coming together. And now everyone's receiving money. As you see, your account is now at $30 and you had $300. And we haven't been back in your account. You still have the same 3 people. Let's go in here. You still have the same 3. You guys know in other programs you had to involve mama, daddy, uncle, pastor, other uncle, other aunt, cousin, best friend. You follow me? 3 people. That's it. Slug out. Okay. Let me go back into the nonprofit bullying. Saying to get Derek's email address. Now I'm gonna go to Mr. Derek Payne. Traffic light. Well, this security is need a lot of security today. No? Okay, no, here's one more. Sorry. There we go. Okay. Bam. Now let's go back to find Mr. Derek Payne. There you are. Let's see if the same thing's gonna happen to Mr. Derek Payne. Right. Now, guys, I would love to tell me. So this is what I want you guys to do. Okay. If you guys want to shut the video off, don't want to watch it any further, because all I'm gonna do is just the same thing. Okay. Nothing's different is gonna happen. Except when Derek does it now, the nonprofit bullying is gonna receive money. It's gonna go up. And also Tonya Kelly, her money still gonna go up. And again, nonprofit bullying only has their 3 till they're done, right? So let's copy Derek, and we're gonna log off as nonprofit bullying. Let's log back in. Okay, now you see nonprofit, well, I didn't go over that, but let's go into Derek Payne here. I was gonna say nonprofit bullying had the same replicated website that Tonya had. Okay, is that it? Traffic lights. Is there some more traffic lights? I don't see another traffic light. Okay, there you go, right in front of my face. Here we go. All right. Save that password. Okay, so Derek Payne's right up there, has his donor key. Everyone gets assigned a donor key, okay? Now don't worry, Derek, I'm not using your real information because this is just demonstration purposes, because you can only use one email. Once one email is used, it can't be used again. So that's why I just do random information. But right now in the personal team, Derek has no one, okay? Derek has no one. Now your people will go from free to active once you give them a token. And that's when it's real money. This here, this is like monopoly money, so to speak. It's just to show you how the system operates with integrity. Instant withdrawable income comes right to your wallet. Of course, you'll have to do just do a Google Authenticator because it's 2-step authentication for security purposes, but only you have access to your account. Only you have access to your money. No one else has access to it, not even the company. Okay? So you don't want to have access. And yes, it is transferable. So if you want to will this to a family member later on, once this thing is grown, okay, you can do that, absolutely. So I just wanted to show you that there. So let's go back here. And as we see Derek, 0, we're gonna come down. Let's do Miss Cite Douglas. Okay, yeah. Okay. Cite Douglas, 5 at copcf.net. Okay, we can also put in Miss Melinda, or actually, let's put in a church. Let's do church St. Matthias, Church St. Matthias, Church St. Matthias. The numbers are getting stuck or something. cf.net. Okay. And we'll do one more. And that's going to be, let's do a charity. Let's do Boy Scouts. Boy Scouts charity. Okay. Boom. Hit invite. So that's just as if Derek just gave all 3 of those entities 1 token each. And Derek, just like you saw with nonprofit bullying, just like you saw with Tonya Kelly, okay, bam, 2625. Let me log out as Derek. Hold on, let me grab Miss Cite Douglas, okay? Let me grab Miss Cite Douglas. Where are you? There you are. grab your email. Just want you guys to see this works with everyone, okay? Go back up here. So he has 262.50 as well, 26.25, okay? Let's log out here. We're gonna log into now to Miss Cite Douglas, okay? Password, right there. Okay. Gonna save that. We're gonna add 3 names here. Let's do, so Melinda had events business, events planner, okay? Melinda, EP at coopcf.net. And I believe Cite Douglas had a nonprofit, right? Nonprofit, children's cancer. The NP, children's cancer at coopcf.net. And one last one, let's do old Tammy Griffin. Yeah, Tammy Griffin. 323 at coopcf.net. Okay. This is Miss Cite Douglas, just giving those 3 a token. Miss Cite Douglas, are you at 26.25? Okay. If you go here to a personal team, all you have is 3. Miss Cite Douglas, you don't have to do anything else, just like you saw in the others. So let me log out. Now, who gave Miss Cite Douglas a token? Okay, it was Derek Payne. So we'll log out as Miss Cite Douglas. We're gonna log into Mr. Derek Payne. There it is, Mr. Derek Payne there. His password is already saved. I log in. Mr. Derek Payne, do you see your money, sir? Folks, this works every single time. It does not fail. It's gonna do it every single time. This is the owner. This is why I'm loving David T. Rosen, who's the owner. He's been doing co-op crowdfunding since 2001. He started this company in 2011. He's been refining, re-engineering this system, okay? And he brought his baby Co-op Crowd to be that system to where now everyone around the globe, okay? Because there's like 3 billion people that are unbankable. And this is a way that they can receive funding and have their own decentralized, private decentralized wallet, because everyone gets their own private decentralized wallet, okay? And the reason why the money is instant, because it's all peer-to-peer, okay? Even though it's broken up, it's peer-to-peer. So it's working where all of us are receiving money and not just one. And I'll show you a little visual here in a second. So let's log out of Mr. Derek Payne and now log into nonprofit bullying, okay? Now, as you can see, Derek Payne here, his donor key, he has the website. As I mentioned, same website everyone gets.
We use Co-op Crowd because we help each other.
Okay.
That's what we do. We fund one another.
Okay. And all anybody ever has to do, folks, is just the 3 tokens one time, ever. Never repeat of that, okay? So let's log in to nonprofit bullying, okay? Which is Miss Tammy's, not Tonya's nonprofit, okay? More money, you see that, 337.50, 33.75. How long is it taking me to do all this, guys? It's only taking me, what, a few minutes here, where all these people are just giving 3 $25 tokens. And this money is coming to up over and over again. To those that have done their tokens before Cite Douglas did, and they're all receiving money. You saw Derek got money. You saw nonprofit bullying got more money. Now let's log out and let's go back to Tonya Kelly. And what do y'all think is gonna happen in her account? I think you know. I think you know. I think you know. I think you know. More money is coming to you. Keep in mind, I'm not even using all the people. I didn't use all the people in everyone's account. I just did one person per 3 people. So I did 3 people, but I used one person of the 3 for each person. So each of y'all will, with Cite Douglas, I didn't use anyone. I just stopped with her. Okay. But if I used everyone, guys, you would have more money than what you have right now. So when I come back here and we bring up this slide here, yeah, right there. Okay. Bring up this slide. This is the 25. This is the 250. Okay. You guys see the numbers. See the numbers. It's still adding up. It's still adding up. Okay. It's still adding up. And I haven't used all the people. So my only point is to give the show and tell, to show you how the system works, and that it works every single time. And so not just one person was receiving money, we all receive money. Now we have this blueprint, this roadmap, if you will, a breakdown where if everyone took 1 week to do their 3 tokens and give it to their 3 friends, okay, through mathematical certainty, with everyone taking a week that received the token and then gave their 3 tokens, if they took 7 days, each of us all doing it in 7 days or less, this is what you're looking at, given 7 days, in 84 days, in less than 84 days, you're looking at over $175,000 every 28 days because it's residual. And over in the 250, if it took place, took a whole week for people to get their 3 people at 250, you're looking at, in less than 84 days, over $10 million every 28 days. That's powerful. That's powerful. Okay. But again, I'm not trying to get into a presentation. I just want to do a show and tell. Right. But guys, this is what I do understand. There's a thing what we call the law of diminishing intent. Let me repeat that. The law of diminishing intent. And so I've been discovering, how do we really make impact with this thing? Because a lot of times what I understand, what is easy to do is easy not to do. And to really institute urgency, because guys, it's math. It's 2 + 2. You just saw it. When you gave 3 tokens, you're receiving $26. Okay, that's math. You do this, it's gonna add to that. And it works for everyone the exact same way. So the way I look at it, if 2 + 2 is 4, then 2 + 2 is 4. Whether if it took me a day to figure that out, or it took me a week to get to that answer, it's still gonna be what? 4. So if I'm gonna get the same results, why not do this thing faster? To me, that is the impact. Why? Because again, the law of diminishing intent is always at play. Something that I should do right now, if I put it off a day or two, 2, 3, 4 days, it gets to the point where I just don't do it. Now, again, whether if you do it or you don't, it doesn't matter. Why? Because we're gonna get to these numbers. We are, because we know there's gonna be people that are gonna do what? Participate. There's already been people participating. I've been able to receive over $60,000 within the 5 months. And I was even doing it wrong. I was. Okay? I wasn't even showing people the 250. I was helping people get their incomes down to 4,000 and 10,000, and then we upgrade to the 250. Now, because I see the numbers and I see you're getting way more bang for your buck, so to speak, and now you're getting money from both cooperatives out of the gate. And guess what? A lot of the more influential, like my pastors and my leaders over different nonprofits, Salvation Army and things of that nature, other churches out in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, that I've already brought on board, they were liking the 250. But guess what? If you do the 250, you have to participate in both. You just can't do the 250 without this one. Now you can do this one without the 250, and then you can use the gains to upgrade you into the 250 if your money or your network, so to speak, is not at the 250 level. But business owners know other business owners that are also looking for funding. And it don't have to be necessarily for that you need it. We're doing this out of strategy where you can always, always, always have the money that you want. for projects now and projects in the future. And without you ever having to chase donors or chase donations ever again. Now, if you just like holding events to, have people participate, hey, so be it. More power to you. Why not have this money coming in while you're still doing that? That's your thing, okay? Because I know some people just love what they do. But this here, folks, we own the track versus betting on the horses. What do I mean by betting on the horses? A lot of people are getting involved in all these different, hey, you can make 2%, 3% programs, where you can do compound interest on your money, but they have to have your money locked up for 180 days. And then, of course, you can probably withdraw, your compounds every day. But if you're not really putting any serious money in there, you're looking at making $9 a week. What is that? What is $9 a week? We're literally talking about in a week's time with the duplication, you're receiving $26 just with giving a token to 3 people. Over here, if you have the $250 with 3 friends getting it at $250, you're at $260 in a week. And then when their 3 friends do it, your friends are at $260, you're at $380. This is if it took people a week. But let me show you this, guys. Let me show you this. This is the secret sauce. I discovered it. Because again, it's 2 + 2. And if you could do it in 24 to 72 hours, let me ask you a question. Would you rather have $26 in a week or $26 in 1 to 3 days? It's the same money. It's the same 3 tokens. Hey, I just had a young lady in Dallas. Her name is Tammy. She's well connected. Her name is Tammy Gardner. Well connected in the nonprofit industry. Well connected with many different executives. Okay. I also met another lady that she's well connected in the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. They have a foundation for the rodeo that raises over $2 million a year. She's right now looking at, we're going to schedule a time where I'm going to go up to where she works and many other nonprofit members that are part of her board. Because when she saw this, she said, this is a no-brainer. I concur, right? So that's why I know whether people participate in it or not, it doesn't matter to me. Because let me show you this. When we get down to $175,000, people ask, well, what happens when you get down to 88,000 people and you're at $175,000 every 28 days? Guys, guess what? We own the track. We're just going to start the cooperative again. And the people, because, and the people that I gave a token to, or that you gave a token to, once they get to 175,000, they're just going to follow you. And this money just keeps going in a circle around and around and over and over and over. It never stops. We don't answer to recession, guys. Not recession. What's the word? It's not recession. We don't answer that too. What is that S word? It's an S word. Saturation. That's it. We don't answer to saturation. Unlike other companies that you know of where once, so many people have gotten in and everybody knows about it, then it's on to the next company. Like you see a lot of those top network marketers do. I know because I was one of them. Once recruiting got slowed down, okay, we had to go on to the next company and try to, do something new there and build it up there. This is why people got burnt out with that type of model. And yes, I brought networkers over here and they love it. Why? Because they never seen anything operate like this. Now, anybody that they put in front of this can win and win big and stay winning big. Why? Because all we're going to do is just continue the track. Okay. We are the financial rails of this company. Okay. So my question to you, when you're looking at $538 in, by your 5th week, would you rather have 5 weeks to get that? Or would you like to do that in less than, right at about 2 weeks? And when you're talking about over $10,000 okay, in residual donations, do you want to wait 8 weeks to get that, or would you like to get that in less than a month? And when you're talking about $175,000, would you like to receive that every 28 days? Or, I mean, would you like to get to that point in 10 weeks? Or would you like to get there in 30 days or less? Guys, it's really up to you. We all know the speed of the group is determined by the speed of the leader. The speed of the camp is determined by the speed of the leader. This is what I have echoed down. Now, let's go over to the 250 side. Okay. So, question, would you rather have 260 within 1 to 3 days or a whole week? I say it's a week because look where you're at, well, with your first month. Now, it's nothing to frown about if it took a person a week to do it. It's not that you can't do it, but I'm just saying you give the law of diminishing intent its best work when, you know, it's taking you a week, because we know everything is always gunning for our money, right? Everything is always gunning for our money. So, you know, some come up and, you know, it takes, you know, and you need to use the money for that. You know, it happens. But my thing is, people will get more excited about having $2,490 in 12 days than waiting a month for it. I'm just willing to believe that, okay? And here you got here, where you're receiving over $107,000 in less than 30 days. It's the same math. Or you can do $107,000 in 2 months, which is good. You're only talking about $250 to do that one time ever. And you're still receiving the money from the other side. It's not like once you're in the 250, this side stops, you stop receiving donations. No, you're receiving donations from both cooperatives. So let me just bring up this one piece of information here, because this gives a great, great visual, folks, and literally how this works for us. Let me play this real quick. In the way there. So as you see, how see how the money just goes from bottom up. Okay, bottom up. When you give that token, you immediately receive money, and that token goes up. That money comes up and pays everyone, folks, everyone. And you are always receiving money from every time someone moves the vision forward, just only doing 3 tokens that they're going to give a token to one friend, give another token to a second friend, give another token to a third friend. And as those tokens are coming in, this is what's happening every single time. Every single time, folks. That arrow represents the money. Every single time. Okay? Whether it's from the 3, the 12, the 39, the 120, the 393, the 1,092, the 3,379, the 9,840, over and over and over again. You'll be receiving donations from people that you'll never know and people you probably will never, ever, ever even meet, because this is global. I like to play it one more time. Okay. Finally, we have something here that the masses can be able to have success with, and not just a few. So this is what I say, do. Just get back in contact with Tammy. I love you guys to see the overview, to really see the total outlook and see all the bells and whistles that's involved with Co-op Crowd. There's a great presentation by my mentor. His name is Greg Baldwin. He's actually out of the city of Toledo, Ohio, and does a real good presentation, really explains it well, and definitely will, you know, in his presentation will be literally what I explained to you. He doesn't go into so much detail with it. I just went into detail because I really want you guys to see, okay? Because I told Tammy, let me do a show and tell, okay? I typically only do it with like 3 people, but today I did it with just 4. So, you know, it went a little bit longer than previous ones. But and plus I like to make a lot of emphasis because I know what people are, are faced with out there in terms of receiving funding. Okay, let me stop my screen share. All right, I'm back. So yeah. So again, Douglas Fort, Houston, Texas, please check out my Facebook page. I'm a real person, guys. Been married for 12 years to my lovely wife, Lisa. We have 6 kids between us. I've been a native Houstonian for 48 years. I've traveled the world and all that good stuff. Now, cut my teeth in the network marketing industry, like I said, for 16 years. And when I saw this platform, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't know anything about crowdfunding. I thought crowdfunding was some type of gimmick that people use to raise funds. But I had to educate myself. Okay, crowdfunding has been around since the beginning. Okay, wealthy people use it to launch different projects, whether if it's some type of shopping center, some type of company business. There's many other different types of crowdfunding. There's real estate crowdfunding. There's debt-based crowdfunding. There's reward-based crowdfunding. Of course, there's donation-based crowdfunding, and there's equity-based crowdfunding. Okay, know about all those. Okay, this is the first time in human history where cooperatively, now everyone receives and raises the amount of funding that they want for whatever it is that it may be. We all get our fair share of happiness. And whatever your number is, okay, let's go get that number. All you have to do is 2 simple steps. One single time. Purchase 3 $25 tokens and give 3 friends each 1 token, and you're done. And then they turn around and do the exact same thing. Okay, so that's my time. Appreciate you guys watching this video. If you guys have any questions, hook up Tammy. I'm looking forward to seeing or talking with you guys any other week. We can talk on the phone. We can meet via Zoom. Please allow me. Let me know if I need to do another show and tell video. You want somebody to see their name incorporated in it, just get with Tammy or contact me directly. If you hit me up on Facebook, I like to work through Tammy because I got connected with you guys through Tammy. So that's why I like to be very integritous. I don't like, taking people's people or anything like that. It's not what we're doing. We have our own Facebook community. It's called In a Perfect World. Okay, so you can search that out, In a Perfect World. Our organization is growing out of control. I'm just now starting to incorporate the people that I have in Nigeria and also in South Africa. And we're now about to grow up in Mexico and also in Trinidad, because my wife is Trinidadian, and we're now taking this to Trinidad. So guys, it's global. It is global, okay? And of course, if you guys want a proof video, I don't mind sending my proof video out and have you take a look at it and just show you this is real. But I think you see from the demonstrations, even though it wasn't real money, I just wanted you to see how the system works. But again, I had that video with me and Tammy. That was her actual active account. And if she wants to show that to you, I will definitely send it over to you, have you take a look at it. So that's it. Take care. God bless. It's been my pleasure to bring this show and tell to you.